With intrigue, beautifully written, and a triumph. Those are just some of the praises our next guest has already received for her debut novel, The Mayor of Maxwell Street. Joining us today, I'm so honored to meet author Avery Cunningham. Thank you so much for being with us.
No, thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful book. Talk to me about the inspiration to transplant yourself to another time. Well, first give us the basis of the book, and then tell me how you transported yourself like that.
Yes, of course. Well, The Mayor of Maxwell Street, my debut novel, it is a work of adult historical fiction set in Prohibition-era Chicago about an ambitious black debutante with aspirations of being an investigative journalist who connects with this low-level speakeasy proprietor to track down the head of an underground crime syndicate. And in terms of inspiration, there are a couple of different inspirations. Of course, one of the main inspirations is The Great Gatsby, the great novel of the era, the great novel of the 1920s. It's a story about ambition, about the American dream, about class structures, and I really wanted a chance to observe that same dynamic, but within the already really vibrant and wonderful black upper class and black elite of the time period and the original black upper class, and just really talk through some of those dynamics, especially at the time of the 1920s.
How did you get into the mindset and be able to bring people into this other era? It's amazing.
The research really helped with that. And that's one of the most, for me, wonderful parts about writing historical fiction is the chance to really dive in and submerge yourself in a whole different time, a whole different place, new cultures, new peoples, new identities. And through research, I was really trying to tap into the atmosphere of the era, how people were feeling, how they were thinking, what inspired them, what enraged them. And as you can see in the books, characters are interacting with things that are as close to accurate as I could manage for the time period. What music they're listening to is the music they would have heard on the radios or heard on the records. The scents that they're smelling are the scents that you'd expect in this scene or this neighborhood or this part of the world or this part of the country. The clothes they're wearing are the clothes that were being designed and sold at the time. And the research, as I said, really helped fill all of that out.
And what drew you to this time period and that specific subject?
The 1920s were such a pivotal time in American history. It really was this era, especially in the aftermath of World War I, where so many of the strict social constructs that governed the early part of the century were really starting to break down. It was really an era of social liberation, of freedom, of individualism, but also it was a really stark era of racial divide. It's one of the most violent decades in terms of violence against especially black Americans at the time. And so I really wanted to talk about that juxtaposition, that we have this really great idealized vision of the 1920s. It's all glitz and glamour and clothes and fast cars and booze, but it was also an incredibly violent time. And as those social structures were starting to break down a little bit, as those walls that kept the haves from the have-nots were starting to merge, individuals were having to make a lot of choices about who they wanted to be. And I feel like a lot of the choices that we as Americans made in the 1920s can be reflected all the way through the century and even to this day.
And so do you think that you will continue this story?
That's an interesting question. So many readers have asked me, especially when it comes to specific characters, if, excuse me, I see a future for some of these characters, and some of them I do want to see where they go, the wonderful strides they make. But for our two main characters, Nellie Sawyer and Jay Shorey, I do feel like it may be the end for them. But it's really up to the reader to decide where these characters go from here.
Yeah, because, you know, when you put it down, you don't want it to be over, you know, so you're like, I need to be back in their world. Okay, so you have an amazing event going on tonight.
Yes. So today, January 30th, is the official launch day. It's the day that the book is out in the world, out in stores, out on shelves, and tonight we'll be celebrating that at Novel Bookstore in East Memphis in the Laurelwood Shopping Center. Starting at 5 p.m., we're going to have a book signing, a reading, a reception, a celebration, and then Tara Stringfellow, who many of you will probably know as the author of the best-selling novel Memphis, will be there, and we'll be having a discussion about the book, about our writing journeys, and it's just going to be a really really fantastic celebration. That's starting at 5 p.m. and then we'll be there all the way through until 8. So I do hope that anyone that has the time is able to stop in and join us.
Yes, go on out. They have wine. 5 o'clock is when the doors open, right? And then at 6 o'clock is when we're going to get to hear more of this.
Yes.
I am so happy for you. I know your mom, Cheryl Pesh, and
Yes,
jewelry. And,
yes, exactly.
oh my goodness. It's so, you guys know Cheryl Pesh. This is her daughter, everybody. This is Avery.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for your time.
No, thank you. This was great.
Yes. Okay.